Hi, I'm Lenny Main. This is the Easy Fill hanging basket we've been selling for a long time very successfully. 50 to 100 people a day tell me this is one of the best products they've ever bought. It's phenomenal. It comes with a lot of guarantees and it'll actually blow out the window everything you've ever thought about hanging baskets before. That's previous demonstrations. What we have now is the Easy Fill wall planter. Now in the 10 or 11 years we've been selling the Easy Fill hanging baskets, we've been asked to create a wall planter so many times, it's unbelievable. We did it last year, and in 2010, 95% of the sales of the Easy Fill wall planter were walk-up sales. Customers have had the Easy Fill hanging baskets for 1, 2, 5 or 10 years and they've been waiting for these. It's exactly the same concept as the Easy Fill hanging basket, where obviously the gates pop out and you can now get proper 9 centimetre potted basket plants into the side of this wall planter with no root disturbance. Now, we'd first like to point out the huge base is actually designed so that when you're filling it, when it's completely filled, it will never topple over. And you don't have to lean it against anything while you're filling it either. By doing that, it's created a huge, big water reservoir in the base of that basket. Obviously, the drainage points involved in there as well. We take off these two little spacers and, of course, the aluminium bar that actually detaches. Now, the aluminium bar will now fix to the wall, the fence, the garage and the shed. We try and make as many suggestions to you as possible. You have more space around your garden for wall planters than you do for having hanging baskets. We'll start off straight away every time with anything above the ground. This is Lenny Maintain Gel and Feed. It's specially formulated for the Easy Fill hanging basket, but will benefit anything above the ground: pots, tubs, containers, wall planters and window boxes, etc. 2 5ml teaspoonfuls in there. Once again, every plant will send roots down to that part. We're keeping the moisture in there and we're keeping it fed as well. Once again, using a quality hanging basket compost, we'll top it up to the first layer. Now, we always go on about this compost, always look for a quality hanging basket compost. We are actually, we promote one in particular, and you'll find that on our website as well. Once that's in place, we start building. As I always explain, the gap is actually designed to take up to a 9 centimetre pot. Million bells, Surfinias, Bacopas, fuchsias, geraniums, proper trailing basket plants that you buy in 9 centimetre pots. You put them at the top of your planters and hanging baskets, etc. And you wish you could get them into the side. Now you can. Of course, the lattice gate is lattice once again to allow the root ball to breathe. Very important part of this, hanging baskets and wall planters. The damage you do to the root ball is not actually the worst thing you do. After you've squeezed the living daylights out of the poor little thing, you then suffocate it. Obviously now you can see the lattice gate allows the root ball to breathe. Your hanging baskets, wall planters, etc. will flower bigger, better, longer, stronger later into the season. Strawberry plants, tomato plants and herbs, of course, growing them up off of the ground is beneficial because it keeps them away from the beasties, the bugs and the slugs, especially if you're growing strawberry plants. Keeps them away from the kids, which, let's face it, it's the same as the beasties, the bugs and the slugs. So that's as simple as that goes in there. 5 plants around the outside of this basket. We are using the smaller pansies here today. We'll come back to that in a second. At this point now, we now take another 2 teaspoonfuls of Lenny Maintain Gel and Feed and place it into the base of the basket like that, into the second layer. What we're doing here is exactly what I said. We're layering the water retaining granules or gel and we're putting it into layers and it will come down. So now back to the top. Once again, we fill it up with compost. Same concept as the Easy Fill hanging basket. Always put more compost than you'd normally put in. We know a lot of people will put it level with the top of their wall planters and hanging baskets, etc. We do have it a little bit higher because we've allowed for the sinkage and also water in your hanging baskets, pots, tubs, containers, etc. The first time you do it a little bit more slower than you've done before, as we've explained in previous demonstrations. Now, this basket plant here is a little pansy, as you can see. It's just the time of the year we're using it. I would put a fuchsia or a geranium in that part of the basket there. Nice big size of root ball, so we get a bit of height to the wall planter. The 5 plants around the outside here, that's all you'll need in it. 4 around the big one. Now, we'd say that because obviously we know a lot of people will put a lot of hanging basket plants, a lot of plants, any kind of plants, in the tops of their pots, tubs and containers, etc. All you're really doing there is losing potential. Give the plant the potential to grow to the size that nature intended, and it will do so. So there you are. It's a 3, 4, 5 minute job. It's as simple as that. Now, how you hang it As you've seen earlier, we took the aluminium bar off the back of here and we've now fixed it to the fence. 2 screws, it's the only damage you're going to be doing to your walls, your fences, your garages and your sheds, etc. The 2 little spacers also take it away from the wall and flush with the wall. You've now created a dry void down the back rather than a damp patch. They just click on just as easy as that. Now when it comes to hanging it, as you can see it's in front of you here, it's not a problem, it's not toppling over, it's not falling, you've not had to lean it against anything. You physically pick it up like so, easy as pie. You turn round, the aluminium bar has a little groove, just find the groove and let it click into place. There is the EZ-fill wall planter. Now as we say, a bit of height at the top here, proper hanging basket plants in here and here, and you will get a display around about a 4 feet mark, 4 feet square mark. These plants down the front here will trail right out to here. So if you have, say for example this panel fence, if you have panel fencing in your garden, it doesn't have to be a panel fence anymore, it can be a blaze of colour, 4 feet square, and it will fill out to that if you use the right plants. So that's the EZ-fill wall planter. Thank you very much for watching.